People ask us, hey, Queenie, from time to time, what is the secret of our marriage? And we always say there are three important things, really important things, that one has to focus on. Hey, honey. And the first one is communication. And the second one is?
Communication.
And the third one is?
Communication.
Communication. That's what we always say. Can you remember how long we've been married, Queenie?
61 years, I think.
61 years. It's been a great time.
It was just one of those hottest days in July.
When we were married?
Yes. My veil was blowing out in the wind.
And that was a great day, wasn't it?
Oh, yes.
We look back on that day many, many times.
Oh, gosh. Walking down the aisle, he turned around to look at me, and I just wanted to cry.
Married at last, eh, Queenie? Yeah. Lovely times. Lovely times. The last 15 years have been very difficult. Queenie has celiac disease. She was diagnosed in 1990. She probably had it all her life. And that opened up a lot of problems. Over the years, we've come through things like chronic fatigue syndrome, and then we got to the point that she couldn't really take in the food she needed, and so they tried a few surgeries, and they were successful for a short period of time, but eventually had to go on to enteral feeding, which is feeding by tube, which goes directly into her stomach and her bowel. And that's the way she gets fed overnight. It's difficult when Queenie's in pain. It's hard for me, but I guess I have a way of stepping through that emotion and taking care of her like a nurse or a doctor would. So I do all her dressing changes and do all the feeding and medication and so on. So.
And when I was in the hospital, you helped the nurses a lot too.
Yeah, I was on a 12-hour shift with the nurses. I used to be in Queenie's room all the time and helped out in so many ways, and still do. And anytime she's in the hospital, I'm there. I often think of if we were ever separated, I don't know how I could bear that, but for long-term care, if Queenie had to go in long-term care, or I did, could happen to me. Who knows at our age? Anything can happen, but that would be unbearable. I would do everything possible to avoid that.
I don't know what would happen if he couldn't help me, because he's always been there, right there for me.
Because I wouldn't want to be without her. I would want to be with her all the time. For better or worse, as they say. Those are our vows. Better Living Health and Community Services have done just a tremendous job over the years. I guess they've been helping us out now for about 12 years, eh, Queenie?
I think so. Mm-hmm. I think he feels refreshed after he has some time off.
I hearken to the advice of my doctor who says, you need time away. You're a human being, you need change, you need bright horizons beyond the bedroom, taking care of your wife. And that way you'll be able to take care of her much longer. So we're grateful to be able to get that help.
My name is Violetta. I work at Better Living. My duty in here is just to help Miss Queenie in some of her needs and also give Miss Ray a little bit of a break.
Violetta just has a way of providing the kind of help that Queenie needs and I need, but almost feeling like part of the family. She has that kind of personality. She's easy to talk to, easy to share stories with. Eh, Queenie?
And she just bubbles.
Yeah, exactly.
The rewarding things that I feel is to see Ray and Queenie happy, especially Queenie, if she's more relaxed.
Well, it's important that it's someone who really cares. I mean, she does really care, and I appreciate that. You know, some people can say they care, but it's just on the surface. But deep down, she really does care.
And it's in my heart, not in my mind, but my heart tells me to do something that, make some people comfortable and feel, happy.
Sometimes I look back at our life and I think of what would I say in one word about what's the most important thing about you, Queenie. And I think it's her loving and caring. She's a loving, caring person, always has been. And she often says to me now, she says, I'm such a burden to you. And I say, no, you're never, ever a burden. You're never a nuisance or a burden, the word she uses. I say, you're a lot of hard work, but you're never a burden, ever. Right? Aren't those the words I say to you so
That's right.
often?
Because I think you do so much for me.
Well, it's a joy. It's a joy.
If I had one wish, I don't think I could wish for anything more than I have right now.
People ask me why I care for my sweetheart, and it's just because she's the love of my life and always has been. She's just a great gal.